Hi everyone, thank you for tuning into this video. Normally I'd consider myself to be a pretty positive person, and I think most of my videos reflect my personality. And a few months ago, as I was receiving SketchBox, I was doing the monthly reviews like many YouTubers do on their channel. And I was actually liking them. I think I only received SketchBox for about 6 months. It wasn't a very long time. I had received some drawing supplies, then the next month it was watercolor supplies, and I was happy with both. And then the next month was a graphite box, and it really taught me a lot about graphite, and I was very happy with it. And then the next month I received the charcoal box, which you can see the little picture in the back corner over here. That was part of my review, and I liked that as well. And then I had received some Copic markers, and the Copic markers were semi-dry. I admitted that I didn't care for alcohol markers, so it was taken by quite a few people that the reason I was making my complaint about that box was because I don't like Copic markers. That's not the case at all. In fact, I own Copic markers. The problem I was having was that I was paying $40 for supplies and shipment of artist quality supplies that were coming semi-dry. And then I received a scrawler box, and that had markers in it, so I was a little bummed, but I did my, they actually gave me colors that were useful and that I could try and do a little bit of blending with, and I actually did a review and a challenge with it. It wasn't my best work because like I said, I'm not a marker artist, right? Then the next month I received those Kohinoor pencils. Hang on, I'm sorry. So the next month I received these Kohinoor Hartmuth tritone pencils, the ones that have the multicolored leads. And I did a review. I was told I was giving them way too much credit for what they were doing, and I was told by a few people some different things. And I said to multiple people I was trying to be very nice in the review, since I had complained the month before about their markers. I didn't want to be negative. So in my review, I was actually very positive, except that I said I don't feel that these are artist quality. So I had sent them an email saying, hey, what's up? These don't seem like they're artist quality. What does the premium box mean, right? And I got this response saying that these pencils are artist qualities because they, quote, create rich drawings with more depth than traditional colored pencils. That was the response I got, which was quoted from the back of this box by Kohinoor. Well, of course, a manufacturer is going to say something great about a product. They want it to sell, correct? But it does not mean that an artist would run out and buy these kids' pencils to do artwork. And the artwork on the front of this, I would have to guess, because the colors are not mixed together, that these were probably done with traditional pencils. But that would be something I would take up with Kohinoor, and I'd love to see the artist do that drawing again with these pencils because they suck, right? So I made a complaint, and I did not receive a response. And so the day before I received my SketchBox for this month with their signature markers again in it, along with 4 black markers, 4 black brush markers, and 1 pink clean color marker. I was positive in the fact that I said I loved the black markers and that I would get use out of them. But little did I know that after sending that response, I sent them a second email telling them that I did not like these tritone pencils, and I was surprised that I didn't get a response. They sent me what they call a screenshot, but it wasn't really a screenshot. It was partial of my email with a reply, and said that they sent it back the same day. That's not what came through on my end. But this is what they said to me. Well, once again, we appreciate your feedback. These pencils are braided to add more depth of color and have the ability to blend across multiple shades. Just because you're unfamiliar with it doesn't make it lower quality art supply. Same with the Copics from last month, which was not my complaint. You're actually talking to the founder of the company. And by questioning whether or not we're artists, I'm sure you can understand how that might sound insulting. Clearly, we're not meeting your standards, so I'm happy to help you cancel your subscription. We're doing our best to provide new and unique tools to our subscribers, but the reality of running a business like ours is that we can't please everyone. So this is your last box. So they cut me off for a negative review. Is that censorship? I would say so. They're not going to allow me to purchase their product. Not that I really want to, but they're not allowing a customer to purchase their product because I questioned whether or not it was artist quality and asked. I didn't accuse them of not being artists. I asked. I said, are the people who run or own the company artists? I'm just curious. And will this be changing in the future as far as the products go? And I said I was absolutely, I'm skipping back and forth. I was as absolutely positive as I could be, but I must say you guys are slipping. So they cut me off. They cut me off. So as far as SketchBox goes, I don't think anybody should subscribe to them because if you disagree with them or if you give a negative review on YouTube, they will cut you off. They're not going to accept it. They will cut you off and call you names. They were insulting to me too. It was awful. I'm not going to read it all. So I will no longer be receiving a SketchBox. And I find it kind of comical because I had told everyone I was going to be canceling that day, and then suddenly I'm canceled, right? The same day. So I don't know if they came to my page or my channel and watched it and then said, screw her, we're canceling her, or what the case is. Like, I'll get her before she can get me. This is the most unprofessional customer service, especially by an owner of the company by the first name of John, Jon, who was rude to me with the Copic markers. They got very defensive. They got very defensive on my review. If you go back to my Copic marker review, you can see how defensive they got in the comment section below. They were trying to gather other people in to see their comments because they thought that I was being negative because I didn't like Copic markers. I can't tell you. I said they were dry. Then they offered to replace them. But do you know that if you need to have something replaced or sent back, you do it on your own dime. They're not going to pay for it. So you have to pay for that as well. Screw that. And why do I want new Copic markers? I don't like markers. So I said, forget it. I'll suck it up this time. I thought I was doing them a favor. And then I'm sending these markers. I should have sent them back because now I'm sending these markers on to Youth Engaged in New York. And I'm sending them semi-dry markers, which is sad. But I will not ever give them a positive review again. In fact, I'm going back to my positive reviews and I'm going to put captions in so that people will know that they should not order this product. I mean, if you want a good quality art subscription, I'd say people say positive things about art snacks. I've never received them, only because I choose not to, because some of the supplies that they give are not supplies that I would use normally. I think they use a lot of acrylics, stuff like that. They have a variety of things, but I see a lot of acrylic, and I've got plenty of acrylic supplies. I really don't need more or want more because I haven't been painting in acrylic lately. So I don't choose that one. I order Scrawler Box, which I'm hoping will come like tomorrow. I usually get it right at the end of the month. And I'm going to be receiving something called Doodle and Sketch. I have to wait till December 1st to order it their Christmas box will probably cost more. They do not do a monthly subscription. You have to go back every month. And part of that is, I'm not sure if you can see ahead of time what you're going to get so you can pick and choose or what, but you have to come back every month and reorder. And the price changes from month to month. It's going to be quite expensive, so I won't be doing it every month, I'm sure. They average between $50 to $60, their boxes. And then because they come from Russia, there's a $15 shipping charge. On their website, it says all international shipping is free, but it must be an old caption that they need to update because they replied to me and said that it's a $15 charge for international shipping and that their boxes can get quite heavy. But it's a very interesting box. So I'm going to be receiving that in December. And there's also Smart Art Box. And right now I'm choosing not to do that. I may do it in the future, but that one is $50 with free shipping again. And they send out supplies for not only 2D art, but also for 3D art. And I'm really not interested in doing ceramics or mosaics or clay or, you know, any of the 3D kind of things that they've been sending out. They're very nice boxes. And if you're into that, I think you should get it because it's really cool. But I'm just choosing at this point not to get it because I really don't have a place to store those types of supplies. And if I'm not going to use them, then why should I be paying for the subscription, right? So I'm not going to do that. But look forward for my my doodle and sketch videos to come up, and my scrawler box should be coming soon. Those people are very polite. Doodle and sketch people are very polite from Russia. They were very quick to respond to me. They were very happy to hear from me and happy that I had a YouTube channel and that I was willing to review their product online. SketchBox? No way. You can only say positive things about SketchBox. If you say a negative thing, you're cut off. So, I guess I was given a last chance, and since I made some comment about the tritones, they must have been lurking in the comments and videos and decided to cut me off. I was cut off before I even knew it. That is bad business practice. Very poor business practice. And I told them so. I said, I feel like you're acting very unprofessional. I said, I had no intention to cancel this month. I was going to give you another month to see if I liked what you were sending out. But I'm actually very happy. I am so happy that I'm not going to be receiving them anymore because I was so dismayed by the unprofessional behavior by the girl named Tori and by this person named John. I don't know if John is female or male. It's Jon. It could go either way. So I don't know. But Tori and John were the two primary people that spoke to me, and both were very rude, condescending, and very defensive. Very defensive. And didn't like what I had to say. So, sorry, we don't want you. This will be your last box. Wow. So don't get SketchBox. If you ask me, I say, screw them, don't get SketchBox. Bad customer service, bad practice. And if you read in the comments, you will see other people who had bad experiences with them as well. And there are a lot of comments down there. But there have been other people. There's one person that is in the comments on the last video, the SketchBox video for December review, that was telling me that she was chosen as a featured artist and she was going through the whole process with them. She was waiting for her art box to come in order to do the graphite art month, and she was supposed to be the featured artist, and her box didn't arrive. She kept contacting them, and she said they didn't reply to her. And then all of a sudden she got a reply later saying, oh, they went with a different artist, and she thought it was a personal thing. And it was basically just that, oh, you know, we don't always get the sketch boxes back that we send out from the artists, so we use multiple artists. And so she thought, well, does that mean that you just pick and choose and you pick your favorite one and you tell somebody you're going to be their featured artist and then you go with somebody else? That's not professional either. It may be efficient for them to send out multiple sketch boxes to the featured artists and wait for them to come back and then choose whichever one is their favorite. But if they're going to do that, it should be stated up front, shouldn't it? I would think so. Obviously it wasn't, because this person was not aware of it. I also received a message from another person who was a featured artist before, who also gave me a negative review and said that she felt that they were unprofessional. And I've had another person tell me that they felt that their art supplies, more than one person, many people telling me that their art supplies are not premium art supplies. I've talked to other artists asking them about these silicone or toy pencils, these tritone things, and every artist I asked about these pencils said that these were not artist quality. In fact, I was told that they were found in the Michael's Kids section at Michael's Craft Store, that you can buy them in the kids section over by the Crayola crayons. That is not artist premium quality. And to send artist quality supplies to the basic box and send more supplies, only crappier, to the premium box does not make that a premium box. It just makes it a premium price. That is not premium art supplies. So, I've had some people ask me about or suggest videos to me in the future. One of the videos that they want, that I've had 2 people ask me now, or maybe 3, ask me now for, is on paintbrushes. So I will be doing a video on my paintbrushes. I tried twice last month, and both times the video ran so long, I thought, how do I cut it down? They're all different brushes. So I think what I'm going to do is pick some of my favorites and just go through those instead of going through the bundle of watercolor brushes I went through. So I will be doing that. I will also be responding to the request for my favorite drawing supplies. So those will be some videos that you can look at in the future, and come back to see my Scrawlerbox review. And hopefully by the end of December, beginning of January maybe, I will be getting my December doodle and sketch box. And I look forward to that. It looks like a really cool thing. The way they work, you can go to their website, but the way they work is they use an artist, they take that artist, and that artist does a video tutorial of some sort of artwork. Oil painting, acrylic painting, watercolor painting, drawing, markers, whatever. And they do that video tutorial. Then they notify the people of every supply that was used in order to make that painting or drawing or whatever the case may be, that piece of 2D art. And then they go out and fill the boxes with all of those supplies. Like last month, I think, was a watercolor one, and they filled it with 4 watercolors in a cute little tin. They had, at least 10, and I think she said 12, 15 different sheets of 100% cotton watercolor paper, all different companies across the board, from Arches to Russian products to whatever. They had a pack of Kleenex, you know, those little portable Kleenexes that you can carry with you in order to dab with. A lot of people use Kleenex instead of paper towel for their or tissue, I should say. Kleenex is a brand name. So they had tissue. They had a roll of masking tape. And then the paper was fit so that you could actually tape over your box even and paint if you wanted to. There was a water brush that came with it, and a pencil, and there was a bunch of stuff. But it was really cool the way it worked. So that's how they do it. They have these creator artists. You have to be well-known professional artists or whatever. You can't be a well-known professional artist to do that. They want regular people like you and me, not celebrities. And then you just do your video, and that is so cool. And if there are any boxes left over, you can go back and buy old boxes even. Right now, the last 3 months of boxes that they had, they're all sold out, so I couldn't even buy one of those. So, but anyway, they said Christmas is going to be pretty interesting, and it's going to be a bigger box because of the holidays. So it'll probably cost more. Oh, I can't imagine spending $75, but if that's the case, could even be higher. Who the heck knows? But we'll see. So I look forward to showing you that. So I have some great things coming up, and I'm sorry for the negative feedback on SketchBox, but that is all you will get from me from now on is poor feedback about SketchBox. And I am happy to give them poor feedback, because if you're unprofessional, your company has poor customer service, and you don't want to hear their comments because if they're negative, you run the fear of being cut off. That's pretty sad business practice. Very poor. And with all of the competition out there with artist quality art subscription boxes, they're going to be in huge trouble, because that kind of practice is not going to last long. People won't put up with it. So anyway, it's up to you how you feel about SketchBox, but I say good riddance. I will not miss you at all. And I think I'm going to be tearing some SketchBox stickers off of my sketchbooks, because I am so disheartened by that company. I don't want anybody seeing the name SketchBox on any of my sketchbooks anymore. So Scrawlerbox it is, or Doodle and Sketch. Anyway, everybody, have a terrific day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.